So, little change of background. Figured I'd do a lesson or video. I came down to build a fire on in my basement, so I figured I would just read one of the many messages I've written. So, this is how it starts. Today will be about trying to prove oneself. I'm in 2 Samuel on my study, and Saul has died, and his son Jonathan. David is soon to be king, but there is division. Some acknowledge David, others do not. There's a civil war going on. There are those who try to get in David's good graces by taking matters into their own hands. One tried to take credit for killing Saul. David put him to death. Another killed a man David had made peace with due to the man killing his brother in the previous chapters. His name was Abner. We must be careful we don't get zealous and arrogant in our lives where we lose sight of our path. Try to do things to please God. Take matters into our own hands. At some point in our lives, and many do, we try to impress people, girls, or our boss. We're willing to throw our emotions and go for our own goals. While God is fine with having purpose, it's within His will. When you're saved, you're no longer your own. You serve God and belong to Him. As we pursue our own goals, impressing people, God is not impressed. You end up looking like a fool. You're often humbled very fast. Let's stay in God's will by reading Scripture, trusting Him. Don't be too zealous, pressing people you serve. You serve God. Be humble and kind. In Titus 2:14, it says, He gave His life to free us from every kind of sin, to cleanse us and make us His very own people, totally committed to doing good deeds. And there's also another verse you can look at, is Ecclesiastes 7:16. Do not be overly righteous and do not make yourself too wise. Why should you destroy yourself? Now this was many sermons that I write. I call them that, but they're small messages, and this is mainly, don't become so prideful and arrogant that you forget that God saved you. Now there's a lot of arrogant Christians out there. There's many nowadays, they call themselves chosen ones, and they think they're all this and that, and they forget that they're just redeemed sinners, and that everybody else, that they were once a sinner. Now, as long as we stay humble, serve God and serve others like Jesus did, then we're fine. Now, He's fine with you having your own goals and ambitions as long as they're within His will. So, mainly I wrote it, and a reflection on it is, be very careful. It's very easy to get prideful and arrogant, thinking we're this and we're that, but we're actually not. We are redeemed sinners that God saved through grace and mercy. That's how you get His gift. It's not anything you did or can do. So just be careful, stay humble, and don't let your pride and arrogance get the better of you.